Well, on this day, 10 years ago, 2012, the year that people thought the world would end, a certain web novel was created. And it changed a lot for the blueprint of isekai throughout history. Well, from 2012 and up. Unfortunately, a lot of people try to copy this formula, but only to fail so hard on it. Very hard formula. A guy with a tracksuit getting hit by a car, being reincarnated to another world, fantasy. You know, it sounds generic, but only because it's the original blueprint of the modern isekai trope. However, many have copied it and only to fail. Stuff like Lee Zero and Tanya does a pretty good job at it, even Konosuba, but none of them fails in comparison to Mushoku Tensei and the amazing character that is Rudius Greyrat. Now, I discovered Mushoku Tensei, believe it or not, 5 years ago, and it was during a time where I moved to the city from a town, and it was hard for me to get a job, and I felt very depressed. It was hard for me to buy my own necessities most of the time without donating plasma or doing little side odd jobs. But as time went on, I found the series in a way um, through looking up a manga list. Yes, I read the manga first, but only the first latest chapters. Like, let me see what this is all about. Whoa, this character only got like impaled on the first chapter I'm reading from them, and this was during when Rudius first met Oyster. And like, okay, it's good. And like, I can't wait for the next chapter. I need to read more of this. So people were like, just read the web novels. So I did. And boy, oh boy, what a journey I've read, man. It was amazing. 24 volumes of an amazing awesomeness. It was just great. I was just sitting there in my room having music play or listening to audios as I'm reading the chapters of this series. And I was engulfed with Rudy's amazingness and also the other characters and their development and their perspectives on life. It was beautiful. And even reading the side stories like Jobless Oblige and of course the redundancy chapters, which I truly enjoyed. They're like slice of life stories of Rudius. It was just one heck of an experience. So after that, I felt like I need to give everything my all, give it my best. Even if I fail, at least I say I give it my best, which I put that motto into work. And there were times I didn't succeed, but I said I give it my best. I wasn't that upset about it. But then eventually I started to catch on, got some good jobs, working here and there, and finally I got a permanent job working at retail, and I'm in a nice position that I like that I'm in right now. To the point where one of the heads actually asked me if I wanted to become a team lead, but I said I wasn't ready just yet for it. I was only been there for almost 2 years, so I don't think I was ready to be a team lead just yet. But they said they'll ask me again when I feel like I'm ready. So life has been great. I still have my problems here and there, struggles, but I feel like I can overcome them now compared to back then. Thanks to, believe it or not, Rudius. People say you shouldn't put your faith into unrealistic characters, and they could be right about that. But to tell you the truth, that is wrong. Sometimes it's good to have a good, perfect example than an example that could be flawed. You could look up to a human being that can do good, have that was doing good, but they could be a flawed person. Where you can look up to someone else who could be imaginary, made up, but they too was a flawed person. Like a lot of people can look up to Superman in a way, where he's this character from another world and he's trying to become a protector of the world while not abusing his power. He has so much power. But so he has to go on that line of being good from being bad all the time. It's a good example in my opinion. So yes, living life with no regret by giving it your all is a great model in my opinion. And Rudius does it perfectly in a way. Now, and of course there's a truck outside, so you have to avoid the noise if you can hear it. So, and one of his inspirations was, of course, his goddess, Roxy. Yeah, see this Roxy figurine? Yeah. This is actually the first Roxy figurine that was on sale before the anime came out and stuff. The first one, I got the special edition and everything for it. And there's others, but this is the first. Now I don't have a Selfie or Eris figurine because I'm waiting for their adult form to come out. I only got the Roxy one first because she doesn't age throughout the series. She stays the same, where Eris and Selfie dramatically changes throughout the series, especially Selfie. So I'm waiting to get an adult Selfie figurine and an adult Eris figurine because that adult Eris figurine is going to be badass. Too bad they make a Rudeus figurine. Like, there's tons of figurines of Roxy and Eris, but there's not a lot of Rudeus. There's none of Rudeus, or barely any of Selfie. So I'm like, why? So, yeah. I'm just showing it to you. Just leave her right here for now. Now, what is next? We have season 2 to look forward to. And a lot of people, including myself, believe that the entire series is going to be animated. And I don't see why not. It's been very successful. It has been winning first prizes all around since it was a web novel. And even now it's still winning first prizes, having top sales. So I don't see why not. Fully animate the series will boost the sales even more than they already have. There were times where the first volume was sold out and put onto a high price, even for one book on Amazon, and it was ridiculous. It looks like I got mine way before the series got extremely popular, right? So anyways, my real question is what's next? Volume 26 comes out, I believe, tomorrow, and that's it for the main story. So, what's next for the series? First of all, I've been hearing confirmation that the redundancy chapters will be in light novel formation and be on sale, and when they're done being printed. Same, I'm also going to believe Jobless Oblige, as well as Old Dragon's Tale, will also be in light novel formation with pictures and everything. Now, how long Jobless Oblige will be? It'll be a couple volumes, and Redundancy will be a lot of volumes. I think there's like 30-some chapters in Redundancy. I can't remember. I think it was 30-some chapters. Now, and of course, there's Old Dragon's Tale, which is also good. I can't wait to see the pictures for those as well being illustrated, but it will take some time to get there. So I do believe that they will be doing light novels of those things. Now, will they do manga for some of them? Who knows? They might be doing they could do a manga for Old Dragon's Tale. That would be nice. Really nice. Man. Old Dragon's Tale is just really good. If you want to know how the world was like when it was 6 worlds instead of 1, that's Old Dragon's Tale for you. That's how far it goes back. It goes way back and stuff. Now, the main thing people really want to know as web novel readers is, will the author continue the series from the sequel? If you are a web novel, light novel reader, you know that Mushoku Tensei, everything is being a startup in a way. A great war, a battle is being prepared for the future, where a future where Rudeus and Eris will not be alive in. It'll be like nearly 100 years into the future, pretty much, I believe, where Oyster is fighting Laplace and he's going to get to Hitagami. But in Rudeus' vision, he saw the other heroes there as well, proving that the journey is not over, the battle's not over. So the author said he's been struggling whether or not he should do a continuation of it, because he likes Rudeus so much as a character, he don't think he can top it. But after receiving feedback of how people love how the other characters felt like they could have their own books and that people would buy it, especially after reading Jobless Oblige and Old Dragon's Tale, it's proven that he can do a good story without having Rudeus in it. Rudeus is an amazing character, but the story can continue on without him. Because I think that's the point. Now, I guess he's afraid that the new main hero that is told about Narahoshi's, I think, boyfriend / friend, I can't remember which one he was. he's going to be the hero of the story, in a way, along with the playback Miku, Nanahoshi, and one of Rui's children and stuff, along with Oyster, to fight Lot Place and defeat Hidegami once and for all. Now, he did say, and it was confirmed, someone posted to me on Twitter and within the replies, and I was arguing with someone about it. Someone said that he's going to do a continuation when the anime is done. But I said, do you have proof that the anime is going to be fully animated all the way to the last volume? They said, no, but it should be. So that was already a vague answer. But someone posted to me in the replies, having a conversation with him, saying that he will do it after he's finished his new light novel series, the Orc light novel series. He's doing the Orc story, the one about the Orc who's looking for a bride as the time of war is done. So there's that one I'm reading right now. It's pretty interesting, but not as good as Mushoku Tensei, but still pretty interesting. So he is going to work on the sequel to Mushoku Tensei. It's going to happen. What's going to be called? I don't know. But I remember he did say something very weird. He said, he should be calling it a sequel because it's not Mushoku Tensei about Rudeus being in it. So it's not Jabla's reincarnation. So you can't call it. So you see what's saying, how you didn't think it should be called a sequel. But it is a sequel. It's like Tales of Zestiria is a sequel to Tales of Basura. They're both different time periods as well as different characters with different goals. Anyway, in Berseria, you have Velvet Crow from the past, who becomes the first Demon Lord, and then you have Saray from Tales of Zeria, where he is the shepherd and he is the hero and stuff. So there's that. So, anyways, it's just been an amazing ride. We got spin-offs from Air spin-offs. We have a Roxy spin-off. We have even a spin-off for Volume 7. The anime is coming out next year for Season 2, and I do believe they're going to do it all the way until the main series. I don't see why not. It's money. It's good money, in a way. And, of course, within a company, you do what you can to make good money. At least in Japan. I can't say much for the West, unfortunately. So anyways, this has been a video that's going long enough. I think I'm running out of things to talk about when it comes to the anniversary of Mushoku Tensei. It's 10 years old, man. A decade. And I've only known it for 5 years. But it really restored my faith in some sort of production when it comes to anime and mainly isekais, that they can be good. They can be great. And so far, ever since then, a lot of good isekais have been coming out. And of course, you get your generic to total bottom tier trash tropes. But nonetheless, things are in a way they are good right now. Very good. So I hope you guys are spending your time of no regret, giving it everything you have to live a nice and fruitful life. And if you fail sometimes, that's okay. Just say that you give it your best and you'll try again or do something new. That's all you can do in life itself. Is to continue on. You'll fall here and there, but pick yourself back up, brush yourself off, take a little break you have to, but not too long, and get back in there in the game and keep going. That's all you can do at the end of the day. So anyways, with this video being longer than it needs to be, I will end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and tell me about how Mushoku Tensei changed your life or how much you love it. I will really much appreciate it. So like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime. Signing out.